Hello there and welcome. I'm Karen Janine. I'm a financial leadership advisor, fractional CFO, and AI consultant. But if I'm really honest, that's the resume version, and I do not love that version. I've been circling. You may have heard me mention one of those or three of those in other videos and other lives, even from the stage. So I want to reintroduce myself with the real, more connected version, or the version that resonates more with me. Hello there. Welcome. I'm Karen Janine. I am the person who walks into a financial firm and I can see what everybody else is dancing around. I name the thing that no one has said out loud yet. I've been in the CFO seat for over 20 something years, not advising from the outside. So when I talk about what's happening in your firm, when I talk about what's happening in your organization, I'm talking from inside of that room and not from a stage. I've spent the last 30 years in accounting and finance, last 15 or so of those as a CFO. And what I do now is I help financial leaders, think managing partners, CFO firm owners, accounting industry leaders, see the real problem that no one has called me out about yet. That is not what I meant to say. It's the problem that no one has called out for you yet. It's the problem um, that you may have called somebody for, you may even call me for, but it's the one that's underneath what I call underneath the seat. So let me say that again because I kind of confused myself. And this is real time, live and in person, right? Um, I help financial leaders think managing partners of accounting firms, CFO, fractional CFO firms, accounting industry firms see the real problem, not the one that you think that you have or that you're willing to say out loud, the one that's underneath that you haven't been willing to say out loud. And right now, the name that that problem has is AI, is artificial intelligence. And many of you have probably been asking a tech question, right? Um, how do I use it to do the job better? I'm concerned. You may even have a concern about, AI taking, your job, your position, or a large part of your task. But what if you looked at AI as a leadership question, as an identity question, as a who are you on the other side of this question? And that's the conversation that a lot of firms are not having yet. How do I know? Because I've been in the spaces. I read the LinkedIn articles, I read the LinkedIn posts, and I have not found anybody asking that question. So, that's what I'm going to be talking about here over the next 100 days. So here's what you can expect over the next 100 days. Now, I'm human. I may misstep. If I miss a day, I promise you, I'll be back the next day. It is my goal, and it is my honor to walk in discipline of doing lives for the next 100 days. But I want you to hold space and grace in case a day is missed. So I want to have real conversations about what's really happening in our industry because it's still my industry. I still do some CFO work. And I want to have real conversations. There's a whole lot of conversations that are happening around AI adoption and things of that nature. But I want to lean into, again, AI from identifying, who you are, and from a leadership perspective. I want to introduce you to frameworks that you could use immediately. We'll have, or I'll address hard questions that will make you think differently about your firm, your team, and yourself. I'll be sharing stories from my past 30 years in rooms that most people never get access to. And not because they're exclusive, just because some of the spaces that I've been in, organizations are generally in what I call a financial crisis or financial transition. And so many of you may never have been in those type of rooms. And it'll just be honest, direct conversation about what AI is doing in our industry and what you can do about it as a leader. And quite frankly, what I believe that we all should be doing as it relates to this. Why does it matter to you? Why should you even be listening? Why does it matter? Because our industry is shifting and we cannot ignore that. It's shifting faster than most firms are moving, and that gap is getting wider and wider every single day. The larger organizations, the larger corporations, the larger firms are not ignoring it. And so we should not ignore it either. Our technical excellence is not enough on its own. Like, we are good at Excel, we're good at, creating reports and pivot tables and like all of those things. And so getting technically excellent or having technical mastery about even using AI for some of those things is not enough. And I would venture to say that somewhere in the back of your mind, you really already know that something needs to change, but you just haven't named it yet. You don't really know what it is. And that's what I'm going to do over the next 100 or so days. I'm going to help you to name it. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share. And also drop a comment and let me know the answer to this question. What's the one leadership or AI question that you want answered this year? I'll be answering those questions over the next 100 days. If there are questions, I have content, I have things that I want to share with you, so I'll be talking about those things too. But answer that one question. What's the one leadership or AI question that you need answered this year? Um, I'll answer those questions. So let's go. Again, let's start from the top. I am Karen Janine. I'm the person who walks into your financial firm and sees what everyone else has been dancing around, including you. All right, bye for now. How do I stop it? I always do this. How do I stop it? Oh, end stream. Here we go.